Calvin, on behalf of my family and I, as well as the CLC family, I want to express our gratitude for all your years of service, as well as your personal friendship, and just being a guiding light for all those tough questions that I've had over the many years. I'm looking forward to the next 20 years of many more sermons, as well as all the guidance that I can get. I again appreciate your time and thank you for everything that you do.
In the day of free agency, consumerism, and Katie getting his titles and possibly leaving, there's been a man who has seemingly always been there for our church, a man as old as time itself, whose hair is white and whose clothes are tight, whose temperament is steady, whose loyalty is unquestioning, whose service spans the generations and the decades, who has loved and served in countless roles and capacities. This is a big appreciation video for Pastor Calvin. In year 2000, our church was about to endure one of her greatest challenges. The lead pastor, Wayne Ogimachi, after 17 years of service, was stepping down. We were heading for a period of transition and frankly great instability. But God, in His sovereignty, was providing a solution even before we knew we had a problem. Pastor Calvin was commissioned as interim executive pastor in year 2000. He was initially told that it would be 2 years before we could find a replacement. The 2 years stretched into 3 and then into 4. His hair grew white and his blood pressure rose dramatically. But Pastor Calvin was the man that we needed him to be at a time where we needed him most. God was faithful. Thank you, Pastor Calvin. Sure, on the surface, Calvin can be intimidating, hip, silent but deadly, like a sexy assassin, sure. But if you look deep down inside him, deep down, like way down, you will find a goofy, playful side, a tender side. Let's talk about some of the different sides of Pastor Calvin. There he is acting goofy. There he is without his shirt. Can you see him? Can you see him? Beautiful Legolas. Getting crazy, eyes bulging. Incredibles 2 with Rick and Irene, good friends. Taking people to school on the court. Big foodie, you know that. Gets into fights, gets into brawls, it happens. And they say speak quietly and carry a big gun. And the Consigliere to The Godfather. For the next part, we wanted to honor Terry, who has been so incredible and so faithful, serving by Calvin's side for so long.
As Waz said, we are so thankful for Terry and Calvin. And when I think of Terry, the words that come to mind are caring, kind, a great listener, easy to talk to, and she's always willing to pray or just be there and serve others. And so she has been a great example to me. And thank you, Terry and Calvin, for your mentorship and years of friendship to us.
Safe in the Savior's hands. You were more than my words could say.